I'm not sure I did.
Okay.
But while you're here, do you think you could get me a drink? Would that be right?
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Thanks.
Seriously? Did you not hear that noise?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy.
from?
Anyway, do you think you could pass me the iPad?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And also, could you put this in the bin for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Oh, I was getting you a drink. Right, seriously, where is that noise coming
I don't know, it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, could you just hold this for a second?
Yeah.
And also, I need you to write something down. And also, could you just pass me that mug from just
Hold
over
on a
there?
second! I am not your servant! Give me a hand.
Hello and welcome back to Sundays at Home, and to a special one today because we're talking about being a servant. Okay. I wonder what you think of when you think of a servant. Maybe you think of the staff in Downton Abbey, or like a king or queen who has servants who does things for them. Yes, exactly. Very good, Rachel. I mean, maybe you think of someone who does tasks and jobs for someone, or for someone who brings and fetches lots of things for people.
Interesting. And on that theme of bringing and fetching, we thought for this week's activity we would do a scavenger hunt. So it's a bit of fun about bringing and fetching. So what we're going to do is ask you guys at home to find something, and at the same time Josh is going to look for it also. And we're going to start with something easy and then get more and more difficult.
Yes, that's right. So your challenge is to try and bring back the things that Rachel tells you to quicker than I do. Okay, so we're both going to go at the same time. And if you get back to the TV with your thing before I do, then you've managed to get that one quicker. You've won that one. So yeah, really good. So we're going to have a challenge. It's a race against each other. Okay, so let's see how well we do.
Let's do our speedy scavenger hunt. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Ready?
Oh, I'm so ready. Here
Brilliant.
we go. Okay.
Okay, our first item that I want you to bring back is a mug. Go! A mug.
Oh gosh.
Wherever you may find it, go quickly. Josh is gone. You have to bring it back faster than Josh can. Here we go. Oh, he's coming back. Are you on your way?
It's hard because we have to go around the table. I have one.
That is a mug. If you got back sooner than Josh, well done. That was not too far for him. Okay. I'll give you some time if you're back. Hi.
Hello, if you've just returned.
Indeed. Okay, let's prepare. Are you ready? The second item that I want you to bring for me is a scarf. Go! Of course, because it's, winter right now, and who isn't a bit chilly? A scarf is just a wonderful thing to, keep warm. Oh, he's coming back. Here we go.
Oh.
Let's give it to me.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. A scarf. I can, happily say that is
Yeah, I
correct.
thought you were going to do like more vague things, but they're very specific.
Oh,
so...
I get more vague.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
actually, they're specific, but you have to find them.
Oh, no. Okay, I shouldn't have asked.
Okay. I would like you now to find me a belt.
Oh, a belt. Okay.
To find me a belt. I don't know where you'd find a belt. In a cupboard? In a drawer? You wouldn't exactly find it on like a coat rack, would you really? Took Josh a bit longer this time, but he's here. He's nearly here. You have to go to me.
Like jump over everything.
I have a belt. If you got back before him, well done. That is a belt.
It's funny because the last few are harder as well because you're more out of breath.
Indeed. Yeah, but they might not be.
Yeah, you've got loads of
Your
energy.
advantage.
You're okay. All right, yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you steady? I would like you to find me a green pen.
A green pen.
Off you go.
Oh my gosh.
Shoo.
What?
I don't know whether he knows where they are. I'm going to tell you a secret. He's still looking. You might have beaten him already by this point. Wouldn't have been hard. He's definitely rummaging around. Still not back though. He's still rummaging. I think you're probably back by now. Oh, here he comes! Here he comes! A green pen. I mean, there's a highlighter. I will give you that. That was quite
Highlighter pen.
I was just showing our viewers that there were, in fact, some green pens right here.
I know there were, but you told me to go away.
I know, I was trying to distract you.
I thought you weren't letting me use those ones.
Okay, well done. 2 more things, okay? Are we ready? Do you want a moment?
Let's do it. No, let's do it. Okay.
Okay, the next thing I'd like you to find me is a clock. Not a watch, a clock. Go, go, go! Oh, that was something on the floor. Oopsie. I wonder if he'll take the thing off the wall or he'll take the one off my bedside table. Is he right there? He took the one off the wall. Okay, I hope you guys are safe with the things that you grab.
Needs must.
A clock! That's off our wall.
What if they don't have a clock that's not on their wall?
Oh, that's true. I apologise. You can put that back on later.
If you can't get the thing, then don't worry.
Yes, it's fine. Okay, now our final thing, which I think would be easier for you guys at home.
You made it challenging for me. Okay.
Yes, indeed. I would like you to find me a teddy. You might even have one right next to you. Who knows? Off you go, Josh. Let's see what teddy he brings back. I have to admit, we don't really have that many teddies in our house. But I think he'll find one. Here he comes! Here he comes! Have you found one? I bet you found one before he did. Pluto! Yay! Well done.
Why did you just throw Pluto?
It's our speedy scavenger hunt.
That was so mean.
Well,
He's fine, guys.
How many times did you get back faster than Josh?
Probably all of them.
We hope you had fun, and let's get on. We're talking about being a servant.
There you go. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that, and well done if you managed to beat me.
Breath back?
I think so. Yes, my lungs are full of air again once more. Yes,
You're good to go.
Okay, so we've had some practice bringing and fetching things for ourselves, but I wonder if you ever wanted to be a king or a queen in your life and have people do that for you.
I did. I wanted to be a princess when I was little.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I do like the sound of people having to do and get those things instead of me having to run and get them.
I just wanted the pretty dresses.
Indeed. But it's not just that, isn't it? A king or queen usually lives in a palace or a castle, and they have lots of money, silver, gold, jewels, and they are surrounded by servants who get them anything and everything that they want. Everyone looks up to them and admires them. Wow. Wouldn't you like to be treated like a king or a queen for maybe a day, one day? That would be pretty cool.
That would be quite cool. In fact, actually, when I was in primary school, it was the Queen's Golden Jubilee, so it meant that she'd been on the throne for 50 years. It was very cool. And what we did to celebrate this was that someone out of our whole school was picked to be the Queen. And we also picked a king, just so it was nice and fair. And it was very exciting who was going to be the king and the queen. And it was just a bit of fun. But the king and queen for the day got to do some really exciting things, like, for example, sit on a special chair in an assembly. They got to give out the teachers' certificates for that week. I remember that
cool.
one.
That's
I didn't
cool.
get a certificate, but they gave them out. And they got to wear a crown for the whole day. It was fun. It was a nice way to celebrate it. Now, I wasn't the queen. No, that wasn't me. It's fine. But I can imagine, for the person who was, that it was actually a really good feeling to be the queen, and it was probably a lot of fun as well, because all the students really looked up to them, and in a way, everyone kind of wished that they were able to do what they did.
Yeah. I mean, and today, we want to tell you about a king that we know about, but a little bit different to the one we've been talking about so far. A king who took off his crown and gave up his throne to become a servant. That king was, of course, Jesus. Now, do you have an idea in your head of what a servant is? Well, a servant is someone who takes care of the needs of other people before they take care of their own. And Jesus wants us to be like that, to be a servant by putting others before ourselves.
Indeed. The Bible tells us that Jesus put aside his godly nature. He came from heaven to earth to become this servant. And do you know what? Jesus never ever lived in a palace, even though he was a king. He came as just a child in a stable, as we learnt at Christmas. He had no money, no silver, no gold, no fancy jewels. And the only crown that he ever wore while he was on this earth was a crown of thorns. So when Jesus was on the earth, he spent his entire life in service to others. What an amazing thing. And he did lots of incredible things. He healed the sick. He fed the hungry. He was a friend to those who had no friends. And in a way, this idea of Jesus being a servant is what he also wants us to do to other people.
Yes, that's right. So Jesus taught us that in his kingdom, he doesn't want his followers, that's us, to be people who are pushing to be the first in line. He doesn't want us to think that we are more important than other people. In our lives today, he wants us to think about other people's needs before ourselves and put ourselves back a little bit and let others go first.
It's really cool.
You know, it might be simple things like letting people go ahead of you in a line, or letting someone else have first choice of the biscuits and you get whatever's left. Oh dear.
It's quite hard sometimes.
Yeah, indeed. Simply going, you go first and I will go after you. And you know, that can be hard sometimes.
Absolutely.
You know, there'll be lots of different ways that we can put others first. But it starts with those small things that we do every day to go, no, I want you to go first. I want you to be first.
So a servant isn't necessarily someone who serves a king or a queen.
No.
We can be servants today by doing those little things, by putting other people first.
Yeah, that's right.
That's really cool. So as we end, and we are going to try and follow Jesus' example of being a servant, I'm going to say a little prayer before we end. So if you'd like to put your hands together or close your eyes, whatever you feel comfortable doing, let's say a little prayer together. Dear Jesus, our servant King, help us to follow your example. Help us to choose to love and to serve others each and every day. Amen.
Great, really good. So I think we're going to have, before we end, a few questions.
Love a good question.
Yes, indeed. For you guys to think through at home with whoever you're with, to chat through and have a little bit of an explore of this idea of being a servant. Okay, so question number 1 is this. If you could be a king or a queen for a day, what would you like to do?
I think that's a great question, Josh. Okay, now, question number 2. When was the last time you let someone go before you? For example, in a game, in a line, or in picking something.
And question number 3. How can we be more like the type of servant that Jesus was talking about to those around us?
Very, very cool. We hope you enjoyed Sundays at Home with us today, our little scavenger hunt, our talk and our great questions, and we hope that you have an absolutely wonderful week ahead and you're all safe and sound, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, for next week's Sunday at Home.
See you then.
Bye.